There's a trend that is emerging in Kenya, a very serious trend. And from my observation, soon Kenyan men are going to carry handbags for their women to get paid. Kenyan men have become lazy over time. We have a generation of men who don't want responsibilities. We have a generation of men who want to enjoy life without working hard. We have a generation of men who don't want to go to school, acquire knowledge, and they use that knowledge to empower themselves. We have reached a time where university courses, which we used to say these are for men, are now dominated by women. Visit any university in Kenya, even engineering class, school of medicine, go to computer science, master's degree, PhD, and see the number of women doing those courses. It's more than the number of men, and that is worrying. Besides that, now go to your village shopping center and see the number of idle men there. Your nearest shopping center, you'll find hundreds of men sitting in a group, drinking cheap alcohol, smoking weed, and a cigar. They're just there every day. Their work is to go and do something small. The 100 shillings they get, they take it to that cheap alcohol, that brand, or weed. Then we have women who are busy doing masters and PhD. We have women who are busy opening and operating businesses. But we have men here who are busy playing pool, who are busy playing games online, men who are busy betting, trying their luck. But we have a generation of women who are empowered, they are well educated, they hold good jobs. I tried to go to some of the banks we have here. Majority of the executives, majority of the employees there, managers, are women. And you wonder, where did men go? Most men started their careers well, but on the way, they became somehow irresponsible, reporting late, leaving early, stealing from the employer. So eventually, even drinking excessively, eventually they were fired and women were promoted. Women are loyal, they keep time, and they work without any issues. That's why they are dominating. We have families. Of course, a few years ago, a man was the head of the family, was providing. But now we have families where men don't want to work hard and provide. They sit there and wait for their wives to provide, to buy everything, and they're there. Their work is to go and chew mirror, and drink that cheap alcohol. Now men are very comfortable being led by women, especially if you go to Mount Kenya. It is now common because they know most of them don't have education, they don't have money, and they're lazy. They're very lazy. And that trend is spreading everywhere. What I worry most is when it comes to businesses. Men don't have time to run businesses. Majority of them, this current generation, the old generation was good in running businesses. The current generation want quick money. They don't want to toil. They don't want to go to farm to do farming. You'll have you will find someone in Nairobi. They have 20 acres in the village, which is not even being utilized. But they're in Nairobi doing nothing. And this is the generation that we depend on in future. So that's why I said the future is now for women, and men will be there to be seen. And now you are wondering why. There's a case of Bonyonka who is marrying 4 wives. Such men are rare. You are wondering why women, educated women, will just scramble for that one man. This is something that is going to happen in future. So women will just look around and they don't see any man they can marry. They only go to that married man who is well empowered, who knows how to manage a family. And this other whole generation will be just without a family, without a wife, without money, without direction. They're just there. Walk around Nairobi streets and see how many women are driving. See how many women are driving. Majority of them are women. Out of 10 cars, 7 of them are owned by women. Nowadays, women they don't even care whether you buy them drinks or not. In our pubs, entertainment joints, majority are women. Not because men stopped drinking, it is because they don't have money. They don't go to those executive bars. They go to these where they sell cheap and dangerous alcohol brand. And that is the situation we are in. And what is encouraging more, there was a time women were not even investing in real estate. But now, majority of them own apartments, they own their own homes. A few decades ago, women were discouraged from owning homes because it was deemed that they were going to be married. But now women have seen there are no real men to marry them. That's why they have decided, let us own homes. And it will be like in the US, where now more women own homes. In future, more women will own homes because they have money. They are controlling most of the businesses. They are saving. Women are in chamas saving. Women are in circles. They save a lot of money. And that's why in future there's no way Kenyan men are going to compete with women. You are left behind. And this new generation, the only thing you're going to do, I'm seeing a situation where even house helps are going to be men in the future. I'm seeing that situation. House helps are going to be men because women are catching up and they are overtaking men. So those jobs that men used to do are going to be done by women, and the men are going to do the jobs that women were doing. They're going to carry their bags, are going to wash their clothes, they're going to wash their houses, they are going to carry their babies. That is the work we are going to do. And this is not going to happen 100 years from now. It's happening even 5 years from now. As this new generation of Gen Z doesn't want to start businesses, doesn't want to go for higher education, doesn't want to invest. They only want today, they make money and consume everything and wait for tomorrow. It is terrible, and men are going to suffer if they don't change.